Breeding Bristlenose Plecos is a fun and rewarding experience. Stick around to see how I breed them. Bristlenose Plecos are an easy fish to breed, but they'll require a few things for the best results. So a tank for starters, and I would recommend a longer tank, at least a 20 long minimum. It can be done in a 10 gallon, but bigger is always better. Driftwood is also a must for their rasping. It provides beneficial fiber to their diet. I also prefer easy sinking bogwood, but any common type should do. Pleco caves are also a must. They're absolutely a must, and I suggest a few to give them some options. For filtration, a sponge filter is ideal for raising the fry in the same tank, but a pre-filter on a power filter will work also. And a circulation pump is optional. I like to have it because I feel like it helps to aid in reproducing their natural environment of a river, but that's just something I like to have. I've bred them before without it. The tank should also be heated to the mid to high 70s. If you plan on raising the fry in a separate tank, you're going to need pretty much double of everything. So when choosing your fish, the most reliable way to get a pair is to get a few fry and then raise them up to adults and just see which ones grow bristles and which ones don't. Females may have the bristles on their lip, but only males are going to have a large plumage on their nose. So you're going to want to select your male and your female from the fry you've raised. You may even select a few females, but just one male. I like to place my caves under the driftwood branches with the entrances facing the front of the viewing area of the tank. I also like to have the circulation pump blow across the front of the caves. You should condition them for breeding by heavily feeding them a varied diet of fresh veggies like zucchini, cucumber, as well as meaty foods like bloodworms and brine shrimp. Algae wafers and shrimp pellets will work as well if you prefer, but of course remove the uneaten food to not foul the water. So now you've got your male and your female, you've tossed them in, they're all getting to know each other. The males are going to select and clean a cave, and then he's going to start trying to display for the females. When the female's well conditioned, she's going to be swollen in the abdomen, and she's going to be full of eggs. Once he's attracted a female, he's going to try to trap her inside of his lair. His evil lair. So once he's trapped her inside, she's going to attach her eggs to the cave wall. He's going to kick her out and then fertilize the eggs. Now if they happen to be hesitant to breed, a water change with cool water should help. It stimulates their natural breeding habitat whenever it's the rainy season. It's typically when they like to breed, which introduces cool rainwater. So that can spur spawning sometimes. So now the eggs are laid and the male's fanning the eggs. He's going to guard the young until they're ready to leave the cave. This will take about 2 weeks from the time they're laid. With that being said, I like to move the cave into a breeder net since I use the power filter. Also, to remove the fry so the parents will breed more often. Moving them to a fry tank would be ideal, filled with water from the parents' tank, and then daddy could be moved back when the fry are free swimming, although he'll be difficult to remove from the cave most likely. Feeding the fry is really easy. They eat the same stuff as the parents. If it's a well-established tank with algae, they'll have a natural food source, but you should still supplement them with real foods. When they reach about 1.5 to 2 inches, they're ready to be sold. This is a good time to select future breeding stock. That way you can look for any fry that have any desirable traits, whether that's coloration, finnage, anything of that extent, maybe early bristles. It could turn into like a super bristle nose. I don't know, I may have just made that term up. So that would definitely be the time. So comment below what strain of bristlenose you plan on breeding. I'd really love to know. Like and share if you love this breeding guide. Subscribe for more breeding guides, equipment reviews, and unboxings.